the world. Here now opens the court of their majesties, Ivar and Asney, the 10th rightful king and queen of Africa. Their majesties welcome in the court the baronies of their lands, Vinjar, also represented in spirit is Watergate. Coming from the far east, the Shire of Valleywold, the Shire of Sigel-Hendes, Vinjar, Windward, the incipient shires of Avonshire and Muragard. Upon this day, the 15th day of February, AS 54, in the 5th year of the history of the Kingdom of Africa, in recognition of those who have come before, hear now the names of those who have ruled these Griffin lands as king and queen. Albrecht von Rugen and Nishida Alrakasha, Wanar Iverson and Elaine Chadress, Arnsjorn Tiernason Kuli and Inga in Lauslia, Albrecht von Rugen II and Nishida II, Elias Silver and Kira, Kabiger Iverson and Spala Swanita, Ivar Roersen the Black, and Asney, Grimmel's daughter, Fergus of Carlisle, and Cora Kendall of Carlisle, Angar, Nine Fingers, and Saxa, Amelia, Africana. And currently, Ivar Roersen the Black, and Asney, Grimmel's daughter, the second of their name. Today marks the selection of the 11th King and Queen of Africa. It is a day of excitement, celebration, and honor. Come forward, brave warriors, and welcome to the Feb Crown Tournament. Their Majesties call forth in order of precedence those who would vie for the crown of Africa.
Your Majesties, assembled excellencies, lords and ladies, I present to you a couple that is well known in these lands. They are no stranger to sitting in thrones, and they are no stranger to enforcing the will of the King and Queen. I present to you their excellencies of Morganwood, Baron Raoul de la Roche and Baroness Roxanne de la Roche.
Your Majesties, glorious nobles, participants and victims, I do have the privilege of introducing to you a former champion of the mighty Baron Vinjar, a guardian of the kingdom from the hordes to the west, of evil, vile, Tyrian people. He is here today to fly to the crowns of Attica, and built to advance the cause of her glorious inspiration, Master Bentley. Your Majesty, I present to you Catherine and William.
Majesties, if you feel a cool breeze coming before you and feel enlightened, it is because the great Sir Rogan Guntherson does come before you. And he is inspired by the former champion of Mergenwood and one of the nicest people in all the lands, her ladyship, Astrid Arnsbjorn daughter. Also coming before you is her ladyship, Astrid Arnsbjorn's daughter, the far-traveled, she who has traveled to the far ends of the known world to spread the fame of Abacal, and inspired this day by one of the most handy people in all the lands, Sir Rogan Guntherson, Cursebreaker.
Your Majesties, I, Sir Corsair, this is my lovely inspiration, Wanda. Bring it by, it's Wanda. Your Majesties, 6 months ago, we met at a tournament not different from this at all. You're the only man to have knocked me from that tournament and claimed your prize, your victory that day. Your Majesty, today, we would like to enter your list this time.
Majesties, this is my inspiration. Your Ladyship Audrey Hampton. I am Master Robert Plangun. May I have permission to approach your thrones?
Hear me, Red Tree Asney, beautiful King Ivar. One. Reverse it, go. I present to you a man who has been champion multiple times in Montegard. He is the son of a prince. These achievements are not as important to him as the family that he has surrounded himself with, the love that serves him on the field today. I present to you his lordship, Martin Macduff, Squire Viscount Sir Kurt, inspired by Arcos Cora Montegard and his little horde.
Your Majesty, gathered nobles, I bring before you a man who has traveled the globe and brought his life and true love back from the New World to the Old. He is Edward Whitekinson, champion of Borealis. Your Majesty, he guards your northern gateways from the vile Tyrians to the west. He advances the cause of Yugatu Kimawat. They come before you today to compete in your tournament. Your Majesty, Edward Nagagagi. Your Majesty, gathered nobles, foolish victims, I bring before you a ghost from the distant past that relies in the southern reaches of your kingdom, and a ghost from the not so distant past. But they come before you with their central forms to vie in your tournament. They are Bath, Steinson, part of your realm, and a mistress of your realm, Dahlia Urinsdar, Majesty.
It's off, Harold.
I bring to you Lady Amelia Lightfoot, who looked at the distant land of Glenalbin and said, I can day trip it. This lady not only can slay you with a sword, she can can slay with their words. This is Emil Lightfoot, man-at-arms, to His Majesty, Ivar the Black, inspired by Lord Ivar. Wait, as the last second change, Rogensen! Also before you, Lord Eberhard Rogensen, Squire to Sir Rogan Guntherson, and he is inspired by the mighty Lady Amia Lightfoot.
Every once in a while it shifts.
Your Majesties, I present Lord Ivar and his inspiration, Margarita.
It's only when it's chance.
Your Majesty, bring before you a man who sees up before him a field of swords to wade through, but a buffet of steel to eat at his leisure. I will present to you Lord Trahan, Squire for the day, to His Majesty Ivar. He is inspired today by His Lady Grace.
your list.
Your Majesties, I present Lady Thorgan inventory. Man-at-Arms, Mr. Rogan, and Significa, who are inspiring each other.
Your Majesties, I would beg a boon of you. You have put up with me so far today, but I ask you for one more. These two men will not be discounted today. I give you Kendrick, inspiring Griffith, and Griffith, inspiring Kendrick. You would ask enter your lists. please, I apologize. It's nothing to me again. For this time I bear a man of unspeakable nature. I bring you John the Unkempt, Squire to Bernard, inspired today by Lady Aurora.
Welcome. We have Olaf Serbia, Squire to the Eric O'Reilly. Now behind Rubens to the line. With him is Lady Anna, a protege to Inda the Unfed. They wished permission. There was a small accident with a baby in the carriage that made them a bit late, but they asked for forgiveness and permission to enter the house.
Before we ask you something, where's the baby now?
That is no concern. We left it in 20 minutes. There's a flying feed.
Oh, I see, okay. Christine's on, okay.
Your Majesties, we have one final couple to enter into your list. And it is appropriate that they are hometown representatives. I bring you Lord Feb of Vinjar, inspired this day the Lady Innate. And Lady Innate of Vinjar, inspired by Lord Feb. Let's hear it for Vinjar! Huzzah!
and no shenanigans. Thank you to the marshals. Your Majesty, sometimes unfortunate things happen, and even the list mistresses get the blues. I bring to you those who will be running the list for the Crown Tournament. Your Majesty is not quite so matchless as the list mistresses, but quite matchless in their wit, their loudness, and their creativity. I bring you the heralds. Your gentles all, the reason we have all come here is to witness who will bear the coronets of the Prince and Princess of Abacal, now coming before your Majesty.
Fighters, consorts, good people of this kingdom, welcome to this, the 11th Crown Tournament in the Kingdom of Abacal. It does our hearts good and joyous to see such a hale and hearty host before us. Hale and hearty indeed. For you will need all the strength I see in you now. You will need to reach within yourself and find strength you have not known before, should you be the one to carry this day. This is no prize string. This is not word frame for which you fight today. You fight instead for something far greater. You fight for this. You fight for the people you see around you. You fight for the land beneath your feet. You fight for the air you breathe. You fight for the people of this kingdom, the future for this kingdom.
You fight for all those things, but you fight for more. You also fight for the elevation of your inspiration to royalty. This is a time where you're going to need to work together as a team. You're going to need to talk to each other. You're going to need to understand what the needs of our kingdom are. Our kingdom is growing, and we are no longer a baby. We are time for us to take our own and continue our culture further. So we ask you today to think about that. Think about the inspiration beside you and how you two are going to be a team together, in which is going to make Abigail and our kingdom the greatest kingdom in the known world.
This day will not be easy. This day will be a hard day. It will be as hard to achieve victory as it will be to against defeat. But harder still are the trials ahead for the victor. For as the crown and consort, you will be tested. Do not mistake me. The rewards are vast. It is good to be king. It is grand to be queen. But the victor of this tournament today will need to give their very best to this kingdom each and every day of their reign. And so I implore you all now, if you are not able or willing to make that commitment to us and to this kingdom right here and right now, then I ask you to step back. No judgment will be levied on your character. In fact, you will be lauded, for we would have only those who are able to give their very best to this kingdom vie for its crown. And if we do that, our kingdom will shine forth, and together we will conquer.
Our crown has toured many lands and learned the time-honored tradition. From our Artemisian cousins, do we take a piece of history and make it our own? Past consorts who have ruled this land will now hand you flowers to attach to the Eric poles once they have been set up. Fighters, as you pass the flowers on the Eric poles, let that be a reminder that you fight for your consort to place them in the order of the rose, and that this field is where honor is kept. Consorts, let the roses stand as a reminder to support and inspire not only those who fight for you this day, but also for each other.
It's one for couples, Sir Elias.
Contestants of the Abigail lists, do you have a consort whose favor you advance and whom you may make king or queen of Abigail should you prove victorious on the field? Do you each swear to abide by the rules of the lists?
I so swear.
Contestants, do you swear that should victory be yours today, you and your chosen consort will attend your coronation, the crown tourney to choose your successor and your successor's coronation?
I so swear.
You swear that you and your consort will fulfill the duties and obligations of a king and queen of Abigail, ruling justly and according to the laws of Abigail, to the utmost of your abilities, so long as you shall reign.
I so swear.
Her Majesty the Queen, as is her right as royal inspiration, will bestow her favor to one upon the field.
Notice we are going to equal up the sides with the challenge round right away.
For those of you who show favors, please come forward and do so now.
My bad.
So it puts you, yeah. So, but it's what puts you in front of me. It is, except because you got, it's going to be as good as you're trying to get up.
Thank you for putting that in place. Thanks. Awesome. I
Okay, the challenges are imminent in order of rank. Each unbelted fighter will challenge a fighter on the chivalric side of the field. Once you have your opponent, you will both report to the list table to prepare for your first round. Okay, those who are not fighting, please step back so Fergus can count the number of fighters.
Yes.
What's more with feeling?
Still not fighting. That's what I was going to say. I love doing that better. Can you do trick?
Yeah, good job, Alex. So proud.
We can do it.
Champion Borealis. Iron defenders, step forward.
Majesty, anyone with older babies does not want that like
Fighters, this is our field, which we now turn over to our most diligent and honorable marshal. We would have you hear his words.
Hi, fighters. So, we will be following the rules of this match. Put forward in it goes. If you haven't read it by now, that's on you. We are following the laws very strictly, so expect a very thorough inspection. I will not compromise on safety on this field. We are going to run 2 errands. As such, we only have 3 hours, so we're going to have to move quickly. This is not going to give you much of a break between rounds, so do not wander far. Do not make your opponent wait. Alright? So if you get out onto the field, if you do not say what you have to a striking edge, that is your end and your thrusting tip, and you hit somebody with that, that blow does not count. I am that guy who will call you on. It is in the rules. We're following them. Right? Are there any questions, concerns? Okay. If you have any questions or concerns, and you are have a problem with how you were inspected by the marshal, we are changing out of how procedures slightly because our armored marshal and our earl marshal are both determined. So you'll be inspected by one of my marshals. If you have a concern, you bring it to me. If I make a ruling, the ruling is done. You can lodge your complaint in writing after the tournament. Let the buck stop the week today. We're clear? Excellent. Thank you all. We will be starting our inspection in 11 minutes. A half hour after that, we will be starting the tournament. It will run on time. We are not making everybody else wait if you are late.
Asney, you were the first challenger.
I did 2 first last night. I gotta go. Good son.
Keep it in the family, huh?
Let the baby choose. Let the baby
Fighters, I forgot to mention, as soon as you make your challenge, both of you report to the list so they know who you were fighting for first round.
Mr. Fergus wants us here at the moment.
We're done. Thank you very